Hello, everyone. I'm Phoenix, your English teacher. Welcome to Learn English with Stories 365. Oh, I'm so happy you're here today. Can you hear my smile? I'm smiling because I love teaching English and I love helping you. Do you want to speak English better? Do you want to feel strong and happy when you talk? Then you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about something very exciting. Are you ready? We're going to learn how to speak English confidently. Yes, confidently. No more fear, no more shy feelings, just you, talking like a star. How does that sound? Amazing, right? So, what is this video about? Well, imagine this. You open your mouth to speak English, but then, oh no, you stop. Why? Because you're afraid. Afraid of what? Mistakes. Maybe you think, what if I say the wrong word, or what if people laugh at me? I know that feeling. I've been there too. But don't worry, my friends. This video will help you stop being afraid of mistakes. It will show you a big secret, yes, a secret to speaking English with confidence. Want to know the secret? Keep listening, and I'll tell you soon. Are you excited yet? I hope so. Let's start with something important. Why do we learn to speak English? Good question, Phoenix. Let me tell you. Speaking English is like having a magic key. It opens doors. With English, you can talk to people from all over the world. Imagine meeting someone from America or England or Australia. You say, hello, how are you? And they smile back. Wow, that feels good, doesn't it? Or maybe you want to travel. You go to a new country and you say, where is the hotel? People help you because you spoke English. Amazing! And what about work? Many jobs want people who can speak English. You could get a better job, more money, a big smile on your face. Do you like that idea? I bet you do. But here's the thing. Speaking English is not just about words. It's about feeling strong inside. Have you ever tried to speak English and felt nervous? Maybe your heart goes boom, 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 like a little drum. Or your hands get sweaty. Oh, I know that feeling. One time, I tried to order food in English when I was learning. I wanted to say, can I have chicken? But I said, can I have kitchen? The waiter looked so confused. I turned red like a tomato. Did he laugh? No, he smiled and brought me chicken anyway. See? It wasn't so bad. But back then, I was scared of mistakes. Were you ever scared like that? Tell me in your head yes or no. I bet many of you said yes. That fear, it's normal. So many people are afraid to speak English because they don't want to make mistakes. Do you feel that way sometimes? Maybe you think, oh, my grammar is wrong, or my words sound funny. I hear you, my friends. I've taught lots of students, and they all say the same thing at first. Phoenix, they say, I'm scared. What if I say something silly? And I tell them, silly is okay. Silly is fun. Have you ever made a silly mistake in English? Maybe you said cat instead of hat or dog instead of door. Did the world end? No, you're still here, listening to me. That's proof mistakes won't hurt you. Let me tell you a little story. When I was learning English, I was so shy. I lived in a place where no one spoke English, so I practiced with my mirror. Yes, my mirror. I'd stand there and say, "Hello, Phoenix, you're great." Did the mirror laugh? No, it just looked back at me. But one day, I had to talk to a real person. Oh no, it was a shopkeeper. I wanted to buy bread, so I said, "Please, give me a bed." A bed? Can you imagine? I didn't want to sleep in the shop. I wanted bread to eat. The shopkeeper giggled a little, but then he gave me bread. He understood me, even with my mistake. Was I embarrassed? Yes, a little. But did I stop trying? No way. That day, I learned something big. Mistakes don't stop you. They help you grow. Do you believe that? Think about it for a second. Have your mistakes ever helped you? Here's why this video is special. We're going to talk about that fear, the fear of mistakes, and turn it into something good. What if I told you mistakes are your friends? Yes, friends. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Mistakes teach you. They make you better. And by the end of this video, you'll feel ready to speak English without that scared feeling. How does that sound? Pretty cool, huh? I'm excited to share this with you. Are you excited to learn? Say yes in your head. I bet I heard a big yes from you. Let's think about something fun for a moment. Imagine you're a superhero. What's your superpower? Flying? Invisible? No, your superpower is speaking English. But every superhero has a challenge, right? For Superman, it's kryptonite. For you, it's fear of mistakes. But guess what? You're stronger than that fear. You're here, listening to me, ready to win. Do you feel like a superhero yet? I hope so, because you're one. Every time you try to speak English, you're brave. And bravery is the first step to confidence. Before we go deeper, let me share a little quote I love. It's from a wise person who said, "The only way to avoid mistakes is to do nothing." Think about that. If you do nothing, no mistakes, but also no fun, no learning, no talking. Do you want to sit quietly forever? No, I don't think so. You want to speak, to laugh, to live, right? So, mistakes are part of the adventure. They're like little bumps on the road. You trip, you get up, you keep going. Have you ever tripped and kept going in life? I'd bet you have. You're strong like that. Okay, my friends, here's what's coming next. We're going to talk about why people feel scared to speak English. Then, we'll see why mistakes are actually good Yes, good. And after that, I'll give you easy ways to feel confident when you talk. Oh, and we'll practice together, too. You'll speak out loud with me. Are you ready for that? Don't be shy, it's just you and me here. Well, me and thousands of other learners watching, but who's counting? Just kidding. It's all fun. So, let's make a promise. You and me right now. Promise to try speaking English today, even if it's just one word. Can you do that? Say hello to your dog, your mom, or even your coffee cup. Say it now, hello. Did you do it? Good job. That's the start of confidence. I'm proud of you already. And I'll be with you for this whole video. 140 minutes of learning, laughing, and growing. Are you in? I know you are. That's it for the introduction, my friends. Phoenix is ready to take you on this journey. Speaking English confidently, it's not far away. It's right here, waiting for you. So, don't change the video. Stay with me. What's next? Oh, we're diving into those fears you have. Do you have any fears about speaking English? Think about them now, because we're going to face them together. Ready? Let's go! Section 2. Common Fears and Misconceptions. Why beginners feel scared to speak English. We've talked about how exciting it is to speak English, but now let's get real. Sometimes it's scary, isn't it? Do you ever feel that way? I bet you do, and that's okay. Today, we're diving into why beginners feel scared to speak English. Oh, I've seen this so many times with my students, and I've felt it myself. Let's figure it out together. It's like solving a little mystery. Why do we get nervous? Let's find out. Speaking English is a big step, right? It's like jumping into a pool for the first time. You want to swim, but oh, that water looks cold. For beginners, that jump feels scary because of little thoughts in our heads. Have you ever wanted to say something in English but stopped? Maybe your heart went fast or your mouth felt dry. That's fear saying, wait, don't do it. Why does that happen? Well, one big reason is we're afraid to sound wrong or silly. Another reason beginners feel scared is because English can feel so hard. The words, the sounds, the rules, it's a lot. And oh, there's more. We get scared because we think people won't understand us. That's a big one, isn't it? But now, let's talk about each fear one by one. 1. I sound silly, and people will laugh at me. We've been talking about why speaking English can feel scary, haven't we? Those little fears that try to stop us, they're sneaky. Now, let's zoom in on one that I hear all the time from beginners. It's this thought, I sound silly, and people will laugh at me. Oh, do you ever feel that way? I bet it's crossed your mind. It's like a big spotlight shining on you, and you think, oh no, everyone's going to giggle. Let's talk about it together. It's going to be fun to figure this one out. Ready? Let's go. Picture this. You're trying to say something in English, maybe hello, how are you? But when it comes out, it sounds funny to you. Maybe your voice wobbles or the words twist in a strange way. Suddenly, you imagine everyone laughing like you're the star of a comedy show. Have you ever felt that? I know I have. One time, I was learning English and I wanted to say, sheet, you know, the thing on your bed. But oh no, I said a naughty word instead. My friend burst out laughing and I turned red like a strawberry. Did I want to hide? Yes. But then she said, Phoenix, it's okay. I know you mean sheet. Was she mean? No, she was just surprised and thought it was funny. Have you ever said something silly like that? Maybe you mixed up cat and hat and thought, oh, they're going to laugh. Did they? Maybe a little, but I bet it wasn't so bad. That fear of sounding silly. It's big for beginners, isn't it? We worry our English sounds strange or wrong, and we think people will point and chuckle. But here's the truth. Most people don't laugh to hurt you. They laugh because it's cute or unexpected. I once told a shopkeeper I want a peach, but it sounded like I want a beach. He grinned and said, a beach? In my shop? We both laughed, and he gave me the fruit. He didn't think I was silly. He was happy I tried. Have you ever had someone smile at your English? I bet they were cheering for you inside. So, why do we get so scared about this? Maybe because we want to sound perfect. But guess what? Nobody's perfect, not even me, your teacher. Let me tell you about my student, Lisa. She was so shy because she thought, I sound silly when I speak English. One day, she had to ask for a pen. She said, can I have a pan? Like for cooking. The teacher smiled and said, oh, you mean a pen? Lisa giggled and nodded. Did everyone laugh at her? No, they thought it was sweet. Lisa told me later, Phoenix, it wasn't so bad. She learned that sounding a little silly didn't stop her. Have you ever tried and felt okay after? Think about it. You're stronger than that fear. Here's some fun inspiration. The actor Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's famous, right? Has a big accent in English. Sometimes people laugh because his words sound different. Does he care? No. He keeps talking and everyone loves him. You're like that, too, a star, even if you sound unique. Say, I'm a star in your head now. Did you? Good. So, my friends, this fear of sounding silly and people laughing, it's just a little cloud. It floats away when you see that people don't mind. Do you feel lighter now? Stay with me. We've got more to explore. Are you ready? Let's keep going. 2. I make grammar mistakes. We've been talking about those sneaky fears that stop us from speaking English, haven't we? We've already laughed about sounding silly, and now let's tackle another big one. It's that worry that says, I make grammar mistakes. Oh, do you ever feel that? I bet it's popped into your head before. It's like grammar is a big teacher with a red pen, watching every word you say. Let's dive into this together. It's going to be fun to chase this fear away. Ready? Let's get started. Imagine you're trying to say something in English. Maybe it's simple, like, I like to play. But then you think, oh no, did I say it right? Is my grammar okay? Suddenly, you stop talking because you're afraid of getting it wrong. Have you ever done that? I know I have. When I was learning English, grammar felt like a puzzle with missing pieces. One time, I wanted to tell my friend about yesterday. I said, I go to the park. Oops. That's not right. It's, I went to the park. Did my friend get upset? No way. She smiled and said, oh, you went to the park? Nice. She understood me, even with my mistake. Have you ever mixed up your grammar like that? Maybe you said, I eat pizza yesterday instead of, I ate pizza yesterday. Did the world stop? I bet it didn't. That fear of making grammar mistakes, it's so common, isn't it? We think, if my grammar isn't perfect, I can't speak. It's like we're waiting for permission to talk. But here's a little secret: grammar helps, but it's not everything. People care more about what you mean than how perfect you sound. I once taught a student named Carlos. He was so scared of grammar mistakes. One day he said, I know like rain. He forgot don't, but I got it. He doesn't like rain. Did I say, Carlos, that's wrong? Be quiet? No. I said, oh, you don't like rain? Me neither. We laughed, and he felt better. Have you ever said something not perfect, but people still understood? I bet they did. So, why do we let grammar scare us so much? Maybe because we want to be right all the time. But guess what? Even English speakers make grammar mistakes sometimes. Let me tell you about my friend Mia. She was terrified of grammar. She'd think, I can't talk, I'll mess it up. But one day, she had to order food. She said, I want chicken, please, but then added, I eat it now. It wasn't perfect, but the waiter nodded and brought her chicken. Mia came to class so happy, saying, Phoenix, they knew what I meant. Did her grammar mistake stop her? No. She learned it's okay to try. Have you ever tried speaking and it worked, even with a little error? Think about that. You're doing great. Here's some inspiration. The famous writer J.K. Rowling, she wrote Harry Potter, says she's not perfect at everything. When she started, she made mistakes too. But she kept going, and look at her now. You don't need perfect grammar to shine. Say, I can try in your head now. Did you? Good job. So, my friends, this fear of making grammar mistakes, it's just a little bump. It doesn't stop people from understanding you. Do you feel that? We're kicking it away together. Stay with me. More fun is coming. Are you ready? Let's keep going. 3. I don't know many words. Hi, my friends. We've laughed about sounding silly and wrestled with grammar, and now let's face another sneaky one. It's that thought that says, I don't know many words. Oh, do you ever feel that? I bet it's popped up in your mind sometimes. It's like your brain is a tiny backpack with just a few words inside, and you think, how can I talk with so little? Let's explore this together. It's going to be fun to unpack this fear. Ready? Let's dive in. Think about this. You want to say something in English, maybe tell a friend about your day. You start with, I go. And then, oh no, you freeze. Why? Because you think, I don't have enough words to finish. That's happened to me too. When I started learning English, my vocabulary was so small. I knew hello, yes, no, and dog. That's about it. One time, I saw a beautiful rainbow, and I wanted to tell my sister. But I didn't know the word rainbow. So I said, I see colors in the sky after rain. She smiled and said, oh, a rainbow? Yes! I got there with the few words I had. Have you ever stopped talking because you didn't know a word? Maybe you wanted to say cat, but blanked out. Did you give up, or did you try anyway? I bet you've tried more than you think. That worry about not knowing many words, it's so big for beginners, isn't it? We imagine we need a giant dictionary in our heads before we can speak. But here's the good news. You don't need a lot of words to start. A few can take you far. My student Anna was so shy about this. She'd say, Phoenix, I only know 10 words. How can I talk? One day, she had to buy bread. She walked into the shop and said, bread, please. Just 2 words. The shopkeeper nodded and gave her bread. Anna came to class so excited, saying, Phoenix, it worked. Did she need 50 words? No, 2 were enough. How many words do you know? Say one out loud right now, maybe sun or food. Did you do it? See? You've got something to say already. What's your favorite English word? Think about it. Mine's hope. It's small but strong. The truth is, you can speak with what you have. You don't need to wait. Have you ever used a simple word and people understood? I bet you have. Once, I didn't know movie, so I said, I see a moving picture. My friend laughed and said, oh, a movie. We kept talking. Words don't have to be big to work. Try this, say, I like water, out loud now. Go ahead. Did you? That's 3 words, and it's perfect for today. Here's some inspiration. The singer Ed Sheeran, he's famous, right? Says he's not great with fancy words. He started with simple ones and made beautiful songs. You're like that, too, a star with the words you know. Say, I'm enough in your head now. Did you? Good. So, my friends, This fear of not knowing many words, it's just a little whisper. You've got enough to start. Do you feel that? We're pushing it away together. Stay with me. More adventures are coming. Are you ready? Let's keep going. 4. My pronunciation is bad. We've been talking about those little fears that try to hold us back from speaking English, haven't we? We've tackled sounding silly, grammar worries, and not knowing many words. Now, let's face another one that sneaks up on us. It's that thought that says, my pronunciation is bad. Oh, do you ever feel that? I bet it's crossed your mind. It's like your tongue decides to dance a funny dance, and you think, oh no, nobody will get this. Let's figure this one out together. It's going to be fun to smooth out this fear. Ready? Let's jump in. Imagine you're trying to say an English word, maybe hello or thank you. You say it, but it doesn't sound right to you. Maybe the TH sounds like a T or the R rolls too much. Suddenly you worry, oh, my pronunciation is terrible. What if it sounds all wrong? Have you ever felt that? I sure have. When I started English, some sounds were so tricky. That TH in think, oh my goodness. I'd say tink instead, and it felt like my mouth was playing tricks on me. One time, I said tree when I meant 3, and my friend asked, are we talking about a forest? We laughed, but she figured it out when I held up 3 fingers. Have you ever said a word funny? Maybe ship came out like sheep, and you thought, oh no, they'll think I'm lost. Did they laugh or did they help you? I bet they were kind about it. That fear of bad pronunciation, it's a big one for beginners, isn't it? We think, if I don't say it perfectly, I can't speak. It's like we're waiting for our tongues to win a prize before we talk. But here's the happy truth, pronunciation doesn't need to be perfect. People just want to hear you. I once said tanks instead of thanks to a waiter. He smiled and said, you're welcome. Did he care? No. He knew I was grateful. Have you ever said something with a wobbly sound and people still got it? Maybe hello sounded like hello, but they said hi back. Try this. Say hi out loud now. Go ahead. How did it sound? It might not be perfect, but it's yours and that's enough. My student Raj was so shy about this. He'd say, Phoenix, my pronunciation is bad. I can't talk. But one day, he had to ask for water. He said water instead of water, all shaky. The shopkeeper nodded and gave him a glass. Raj came to class beaming, saying, Phoenix, it worked. Did his pronunciation stop him? No. He learned it's okay to try. Have you ever said a word wrong and still got what you needed? Think about it. You're braver than you know. Here's some inspiration. The actor Sofia Vergara, she's famous, right? Has a strong accent in English. Sometimes people tease her pronunciation, but she laughs and keeps talking. She's a star anyway. You're a star, too, with your own voice. Say, "I'm great" in your head now. Did you? Good job. So, my friends, this fear of bad pronunciation, it's just a little hiccup. It doesn't stop people from hearing you. Do you feel that? We're kicking it away together. Stay with me, more fun is coming. Are you ready? Let's keep going. 5. People won't understand me. We've been exploring those little fears that try to stop us from speaking English, haven't we? We've laughed about sounding silly, tackled grammar worries, unpacked not knowing many words, and smoothed out pronunciation fears. Now, let's face one that feels really big sometimes. It's that thought that says, people won't understand me. Oh, do you ever feel that? I bet it's popped up in your head. It's like you're speaking a secret code, and you think, oh no, they'll never get what I mean. Let's dive into this together. It's going to be fun to push this fear away. Ready? Let's go. Picture this. You're trying to say something in English. Maybe, "I want to go home." You say it, but your accent or speed makes it sound different, and you worry. Did they hear me right? What if they don't understand? Suddenly you feel stuck. Have you ever felt that? I know I have. When I was learning English, I thought my words were a big mystery to everyone. One time, I told a taxi driver, "Go to park," but my accent turned it into, "Go to pork." He looked confused and said, "Pork? Like meat?" I laughed and said, "No, park with trees." He smiled and drove me there. Did he understand me in the end? Yes. Have you ever said something and thought, oh no, they're lost? But then they figured it out, didn't they? I bet they did. That fear of people not understanding, it's heavy for beginners, isn't it? We think, if they don't get me, I'll look silly or lost. It's like we're afraid our English is a locked door no one can open. But here's the happy truth. People want to understand you. They'll listen, they'll guess, they'll help. I once said, "I want juice" to a waiter, but it sounded like, "I want shoes." He paused, then asked, "Juice to drink." I nodded, and he brought it. He didn't give up on me. Have you ever talked to someone and they worked it out? Maybe you said bread, and it sounded funny, but they still handed you a loaf. Try this. Say, "Hello," out loud now. Go ahead. Did it sound clear? Even if it didn't, I'd understand you, and others will too. My student Elena was so scared of this. She'd say, "Phoenix, people won't understand me. I can't speak." But one day, she had to ask for a bus ticket. She said, "Ticket, please," all shaky, and it sounded a bit off. The driver tilted his head, then said, "Oh, a ticket," and gave it to her. Elena told me, "Phoenix, he got it." Did her fear come true? No. She learned people try to help. Have you ever said something and they understood anyway? Think about it. You're stronger than this worry. Here's some inspiration. The actor Jackie Chan, he's famous, right? Learned English later in life. Sometimes people didn't understand his accent at first, but he kept talking, and now he's a star everyone hears. You're a star, too. Say, I'm heard in your head now. Did you? Good. So, my friends, this fear that people won't understand, it's just a little shadow. It fades when you see they'll try for you. Do you feel that? We're brushing it away together. Stay with me, more fun is coming. Are you ready? Let's keep going. Section 3. The importance of making mistakes. Hi, my friends. It's Phoenix, your English teacher, back with you on Learn English with Stories 365. Are you still here? Wonderful. We've been talking about those fears that try to stop us from speaking English, haven't we? We've faced them together. Sounding silly, grammar worries, not knowing words, pronunciation wobbles, and that big one about people not understanding. You're so brave for sticking with me. Now, let's turn things around. We're starting section 3, and it's all about something surprising. Are you ready? It's about why mistakes are good. Yes, good. I know it sounds funny, mistakes, good? But stay with me, because this is going to change how you feel about speaking English. Let's dive in. Part 1. Why mistakes are good and how they help. So, why are mistakes good? Oh, this is a big question. Think about this for a second. When you were a baby, did you walk perfectly the first time? No way. You fell, you wobbled, you maybe bumped your little head. Did you stop trying? No. You got up and walked again. That's because mistakes are how we learn. Do you see that? Speaking English is the same. Mistakes aren't bad. They're like little helpers. Have you ever thought of them that way? I didn't at first. When I started English, I hated mistakes. I'd say something wrong, like, I go to school and feel so shy. But then my teacher said, Phoenix, that's how you get better. And she was right. Mistakes show us the way. Do you believe that? Let's explore it more. Let's imagine you're trying to say, I like to eat apples. But oops, you say, I like eat apples. Your friend smiles and says, oh, you mean to eat? Now you know, next time, you'll add that too. See? The mistake taught you. It's like a teacher in disguise. Have you ever made a mistake and learned something? Maybe you said cat instead of hat and someone helped you. That's the magic of mistakes. They're not there to laugh at you. They're there to lift you up. Isn't that cool? I think it's pretty amazing. When I was learning, I once said kitchen instead of chicken at a restaurant. The waiter brought me a plate and said, no kitchen here, but here's chicken. We laughed, and I never forgot the word again. Mistakes stick with you. They're like glue for your brain. Now, let's talk about how mistakes help. Oh, this is the fun part. When you make a mistake, it's like turning on a light. You see what's wrong and then you fix it. Do you know what I mean? It's not just about feeling bad, it's about growing. Imagine you're building a house. You put a brick in the wrong spot, oops. Do you cry and run away? No, you move it and keep building. English is your house, and mistakes are just bricks that need a little wiggle. Have you ever tried something and got it wrong, then tried again? I bet you have. I once told my friend, I see movie yesterday, and she said, "Oh, you saw a movie?" That little mistake showed me I needed saw, not see. Next time, I got it right. How did that happen? The mistake helped me. Here's another way mistakes help. They make you brave. Yes, brave. Every time you trip and get up, you feel stronger. Do you feel that? When I was learning, I was so scared to talk. But one day I said, "I want bread" to a shopkeeper, and it came out funny, like, "I want bed." He looked puzzled, but I tried again, and he understood. Did I feel silly? A little. But did I feel brave? Yes! That mistake pushed me to keep going. Have you ever felt stronger after a mistake? Maybe you said something wrong, but you tried again anyway. That's courage, my friends. Mistakes don't break you, they build you. And oh, mistakes help you remember. This is so true. When you get something wrong, it stays in your head longer. Why? Because you think about it. I'll tell you a funny story. I once tried to say, "I'm full" after dinner, you know, when your tummy's happy. But I said, "I'm full" instead. My brother laughed and said, "You're not a fool, Phoenix, you're full." I never mixed those up again. Have you ever remembered something better because you got it wrong first? Maybe you said dog instead of door and laughed about it. That laugh sticks the word in your mind. Isn't that neat? Mistakes are like little memory helpers. Let's think about this together. When you make a mistake, it's not the end, it's the start. It shows you what to fix, makes you braver, and helps you remember. Do you see how that works? It's like planting a seed. The mistake is the seed, and every time you try again, it grows into something beautiful, like your English. I used to cry over mistakes, but now I smile. Why? Because they're my friends. Are mistakes your friends yet? Say, "Mistakes help me" in your head right now. Did you do it? Good. You're starting to see the secret. Here's a little inspiration to cheer you on. Thomas Edison, he made the light bulb, right? Tried thousands of times before it worked. He said, "I didn't fail. I found 10,000 ways that didn't work." Mistakes didn't stop him. They led him to light. You're like that too. Every mistake is a step to speaking English confidently. Do you feel that spark? Say, "I'm growing" in your head now. Did you? I bet you did. So, my friends, why are mistakes good? Because they teach you, they guide you, they make you strong. And how do they help? They light the way, build your courage, and lock those lessons in your brain. Do you feel lighter now? I hope so. We're not done yet. This is just the start of Section 3. Don't go anywhere. Next, we'll hear stories about mistakes and why they're so wonderful. Have you ever learned from a mistake? I bet you have. Stay with me, Phoenix is here to lift you up. Are you excited? Let's keep this adventure going. Part 2. Examples and positive message. We've been having so much fun in Section 3, haven't we? In the last part, we talked about why mistakes are good and how they help you learn, grow brave, and remember. Did that make you feel lighter? I hope so. Now, we're moving into the second part of this section, and it's going to be exciting. We're going to hear some stories, real examples of mistakes, and why they're so wonderful. Plus, I've got a big positive message for you. Are you ready to smile? Let's jump right in. Let's start with examples. Oh, I love stories. They show us we're not alone. First, let's go back to me, Phoenix, when I was learning English. I've told you some funny mistakes already, but here's another one. One day, I was at a friend's house and I wanted to say I'm embarrassed because I spilled water. But I didn't know the word, so I said I'm pregnant. Oh no! My friend's eyes got huge and she said, Phoenix, really? I turned red and said, No, I mean shy. We laughed so hard we almost cried. Did I feel silly? Yes, a little. But did I learn? Oh, yes. I asked her the right word, embarrassed, and I never forgot it. Have you ever said the wrong word like that? Maybe you said hot instead of hat and got a funny look. Did it stick in your mind? I bet it did. That's how mistakes teach us. They're like little adventures. Here's another example, this time from my student, Pablo. He was so scared to speak English because he thought mistakes were bad. One day, he had to buy a ticket for a bus. He walked up to the counter and said, I want ticket, but his accent made it sound like, I want chicken. The lady smiled and said, Chicken? On the bus. Pablo laughed and said, No, ticket to go. She understood and gave him the ticket. He came to class and told me, Phoenix, I made a mistake, but it was okay. Did the world end? No. He got his ticket and he learned to laugh at himself. Have you ever mixed up words and still got what you wanted? Think about it. Mistakes don't stop you. They push you forward. Now, let's talk about someone famous. Do you know Penelope Cruz? She's an actor from Spain who learned English later in life. When she started, she made mistakes all the time. In one interview, she wanted to say, I'm nervous, but she said, I'm nervous system instead. The host giggled and Penelope laughed, too. She said, "Oh, I mean I feel shaky." Did people hate her? No, they loved her even more because she tried. She kept speaking, and now she's a big star in English movies. Does that inspire you? It does me. Mistakes didn't hold her back. They made her shine. Have you ever heard someone famous mess up? I bet they kept going, just like you can. One more story. My friend Aisha. She was learning English and went to a cafe. She wanted to say, "Can I have coffee?" but said, "Can I have copy?" instead. The waiter looked confused and said, "Copy? Like paper?" Aisha smiled and said, "No, coffee. To drink." He brought it and they chuckled together. She told me, "Phoenix, I thought I'd fail, but I didn't." That mistake turned into a happy moment. Have you ever turned a mistake into a smile? I bet you have, even if it was small. These examples show us something big. Mistakes aren't walls. They're doors to better English. Now, let's wrap this up with a positive message. Oh, this is my favorite part. Listen close, my friends. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They're your teachers, your helpers, your friends. Do you hear that? Every time you trip over a word or mix up a sentence, it's not a problem, it's a gift. Why? Because it means you're trying. And trying is how you win. Have you tried speaking English lately? Even a little hello counts. I'm so proud of you for that. Mistakes are like stars. They light up your path. Do you feel that glow inside? Let me tell you something I believe. You're not failing when you make a mistake, you're learning. Imagine you're a bird learning to fly. You flap, you fall, you flap again. Soon, you're soaring. That's you with English. Every mistake is a flap of your wings. Have you ever felt like you're flying a little higher after a mistake? I bet you have, even if you didn't notice. I once thought mistakes were my enemies, but now I see them as my cheerleaders. They shout, "Phoenix, you can do it." And they're shouting for you, too. Can you hear them? Say, "Mistakes are my friends," in your head now. Did you? Good. You're starting to believe it. Here's a little quote I love. A wise person said, "Mistakes are proof you're trying." Oh, I love that. It's so true. Every time you speak and stumble, it's a sign you're in the game. Do you see yourself as a player, not a sitter? You should. You're here, listening, learning, growing. That's what winners do. Have you stumbled lately? Then you're winning. Say, "I'm a winner," in your head. Did you? I knew you would. You're amazing, my friends. Let's think about this together. Mistakes aren't something to hide from, they're something to hug. They show you're brave, they teach you words, they make you laugh. Look at Pablo, Penelope, Aisha, and me. We all made mistakes, and we're still here, smiling. You're part of that team. Do you feel like part of the Mistake Club now? It's a fun club, I promise. Every mistake is a step closer to speaking English confidently. Can you feel that step under your feet? I bet you can. One last story to lift you up. My student Leo was so shy. He'd say, "Phoenix, I can't talk, I'll mess up." But one day, he said good morning to his neighbor. It came out funny, like, good morning, but the neighbor said, good morning back. Leo told me, "Phoenix, I did it, and it felt good." That mistake didn't stop him. It started him. You're like Leo. Every mistake is a start, not an end. Do you feel that power? You should. So, my friends, here's the big message. Mistakes are wonderful. They're your teachers, your proof, your wings. Don't run from them, run to them. Have you made a mistake today? Good. It means you're alive and learning. Stay with me. We've got more to explore in this video. Are you smiling yet? I hope so. Next, we'll learn ways to beat fear and speak confidently. Have you ever laughed at a mistake? I bet you have. Phoenix is here, cheering for you. Let's keep going. Section 4. Strategies to overcome fear. We've come so far together, haven't we? We've faced our fears in Section 2, and in Section 3, we learned why mistakes are friends. They help us grow. Now, we're at Section 4, and oh, this is exciting. We're going to talk about ways to stop being afraid and start speaking English confidently. Yes, confidently. Are you ready to feel strong? I bet you are. This section has 7 strategies, 7 easy steps to help you talk without fear. Today, we're starting with the first one. Start with simple conversations. It's so fun and so easy. Let's dive in. 1. Start with simple conversations. So, what does start with simple conversations mean? Oh, it's like dipping your toes in the water before you swim. You don't need to jump into big, hard talks right away. Start small. Have you ever thought speaking English has to be perfect or long? I used to think that too. I'd imagine saying big sentences like, "I want to tell you about my favorite book," and then I'd get scared and say nothing. But here's the secret. You can start with little things. Simple words, easy sentences. Do you want to try that? I bet you do. It's like building a house. You start with 1 brick, not the whole roof. Let's imagine this. You're at home and you want to practice English. Who's there? Maybe your mom, your brother, or even your pet. Start with them. Say something easy, like, "Hello, I am happy today." That's it. Just a few words. Have you ever talked to yourself in English? I do it all the time. I'll stand in my kitchen and say, "Phoenix, you make good tea." It's simple, it's safe, and it feels good. Why safe? Because no one's judging you. Your dog won't laugh if you say, "happy" instead of "happy." He'll just wag his tail. Do you have a pet? Try saying "good dog" to him right now. Go ahead, say it out loud. Did you? See? That's a simple conversation already. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. When you start small, you get comfortable. It's like warming up before a game. You don't run fast right away. You stretch first. Simple conversations are your stretch. They make your mouth and brain ready for English. Have you ever felt shy to talk? I bet you have. I was so shy at first. But one day I said good morning to my mirror. Just that. The mirror didn't say, Phoenix, you're wrong. It just smiled back. Well, I smiled at myself. And then I felt braver. Can you try that? Say good morning to your mirror tomorrow. Will you? I bet you'll feel a little spark inside. Here's a story to show you. My student Maria was terrified to speak English. She'd say, Phoenix, I can't, I'll mess up. I told her, start small, Maria. Say something easy. So she tried. She said, I like food, to her sister at dinner. Her sister smiled and said, me too. That was it, a tiny talk. Maria came to class and said, Phoenix, I did it and it was fun. Did she need big words? No, just a simple sentence. Have you ever said something small like that? Maybe I want water to your mom? I bet it worked. Maria started with that, and soon she was saying more. Simple conversations are like seeds, they grow. Let's make it even easier. You don't need people to start. Talk to things. Say, hello, chair, or nice day, window. Sounds silly, right? But it's practice. I once said good night, lamp, before bed, and it made me laugh. No one heard me, but I felt English in my mouth. Try it. Say, hi, table right now. Did you? Good job. It's fun, and it builds your confidence. Why? Because every word you say makes you stronger. Do you feel that? Little talks lead to big talks. Here's some inspiration. The famous singer Shakira, she sings in English, right? Started small when she learned. She'd say simple things like, I love music at first. Did she wait to be perfect? No. She started easy, and now she's a star. You're a star, too. Say, I can talk in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, start with simple conversations. Say, hello to your cat, good day to your friend, or I'm fine to yourself. It's easy, it's safe, it's fun. Do you see how this works? It's your first step to confidence. Have you tried a small talk today? Try one after this video. I'm cheering for you. Stay with me. We've got 6 more strategies coming. Are you excited? Let's keep going. 2. Use language apps. Now, let's move to our second strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Use language apps. Yes, apps on your phone or computer. They're like little helpers in your pocket. Have you ever heard of them? Let's explore this together. It's going to be fun. So, what are language apps? Oh, they're so cool. They're games and lessons you can play on your phone to practice English. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, or HelloTalk, they're made for learners like you. Have you ever used one? Maybe you've seen a green L on your screen. That's Duolingo. It's like a friendly bird saying, "Come on, let's learn." These apps help you speak, listen, and say words without feeling scared. Why? Because it's just you and the app. No one's watching. Do you like that idea? I bet you do. It's like having a secret teacher you can talk to anytime. Let's imagine this. You're sitting on your couch, phone in hand. You open an app and it says, say, "Hello, I am happy." You try it, "Hello, I am happy." The app listens and says, "Good job." Oh, that feels nice, doesn't it? If you say it wrong, like, "Hello, I happy," it might say, "Try again." No laughing, no judging, just a little nudge to help you. Have you ever wanted a safe place to practice? This is it. I started with apps when I was learning English. I'd sit in my room and say, "Good morning" to my phone. Did it yell at me? No, it cheered me on. Try this. Say, "Hi" out loud now, like you're talking to an app. Did you? Good. That's how easy it feels. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. Language apps let you practice little by little. You don't need to be perfect right away. They start with easy stuff, like, "I like food," and then add more, like, "I like to eat food." It's like climbing stairs, one step at a time. Do you ever feel nervous to talk? I bet you do sometimes. Apps take that fear away because you're alone with them. I remember saying apple to an app, but it sounded like apple. The app said, "Almost. Try again." I did, and I got it. Did I feel shy? No, I felt strong. Can you see how this builds you up? Say, "I can learn in your head now." Did you? I knew you would. Here's a story for you. My student Jamal was so afraid to speak English. He'd say, "Phoenix, I don't want people to hear me mess up." I told him, "Try an app, Jamal. It's just you and the phone." He downloaded Duolingo and started with, "Hello." The app said, "Great." He kept going. "I am Jamal, I like water," and soon he was smiling. He told me, "Phoenix," I said 10 sentences, and it was fun. Did he need a big crowd? No, just an app. Have you ever tried something alone and felt good? Maybe a game or a puzzle. This is the same. Jamal's fear got smaller because he started small with an app. Let's make it fun. Open an app or imagine one and say, "Good day." It might ask you to repeat, but it's patient. I once said cat wrong, like cat, and the app waited for me to fix it. No rush, no worry. Try this, say, dog out loud now, like an app's listening. Did you? Good job. Apps are like friends who never get mad. Do you have a phone? You can start today. Why? Because every word you say makes you braver. Here's some inspiration. The famous actor Chris Hemsworth, he's Thor, right? Used apps to learn lines in English. He wasn't perfect at first, but he practiced alone and got better. You're a hero, too. Say, I'm strong in your head now. Did you? Good. So, my friends, use language apps. They're safe, they're fun, they're easy. Start with hello and grow from there. Do you see how this works? It's your second step to confidence. Have you got an app in mind? Try one tonight. I'm rooting for you. Stay with me. More strategies are coming. Are you ready? Let's keep going. 3. Find a language partner. Now, let's move to our third strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Find a language partner. Yes, a real person to talk with. It's like having a friend on your English adventure. Have you ever thought about that? Let's dive in. It's going to be exciting. So, what's a language partner? Oh, it's so cool. A language partner is someone who wants to learn too. Maybe they speak your language and you speak theirs like a trade. You help them, they help you. Do you know someone like that? Maybe a friend, a classmate, or even someone online. Have you ever wanted a buddy to practice with? I bet you have. It's like having a teammate in a game. You don't need to be perfect. You just talk and learn together. When I was learning English, I was so scared to speak alone. But finding a partner changed everything. It's safe, it's fun, and it makes fear smaller. Let's picture this. You find someone, let's call her Sarah. She wants to learn your language and you want English. You sit together, maybe over tea, and say, hello, how are you? She says it back, maybe a little wobbly. You smile and help each other. No, it's you, not you, you say. Then she helps you say good, not gut. It's like a little dance. Have you ever helped someone with your language? I bet you'd be a great teacher. I once had a partner named Luis. He spoke Spanish and I wanted English. I said, I like food, and he said, me gusta comida, his language. We laughed and tried again. Did we mess up? Yes. Did we care? No. We were friends learning together. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. A language partner makes speaking feel normal. You're not alone. No big crowd staring at you. Just you and your partner, cheering each other on. Do you ever feel shy with strangers? I bet you do sometimes. A partner takes that away because they're in the same boat. Luis and I would say silly things. I said, I go store, and he'd say, I go tienda. We'd fix each other. It's to the store, phoenix, and laugh. It wasn't scary. It was fun. Can you see how this builds confidence? Say, I can talk in your head now. Did you? Good. You're getting stronger every minute. Here's a story to inspire you. My student Priya was so nervous to speak English. She'd say, "Phoenix, I'll sound bad." I told her, "Find a partner. Priya, it's easier." She met a girl online, Anna, who wanted to learn Hindi. They started small. Priya said, "Hello, I am Priya," and Anna said, "Hola, I am Anna." They giggled at their mistakes. Priya said "goed" instead of "went," and Anna helped her. Then Priya taught Anna Namaste. They talked every week, and Priya told me, "Phoenix, I'm not afraid anymore." Did she need to be perfect? No. They learned together. Have you ever thought about finding someone like that? Maybe a friend who's curious about your language? Priya's fear flew away because she had a partner. Let's make it real. How do you find one? Oh, it's easy. Ask a friend, "Want to practice English with me?" Or go online. Apps like HelloTalk or Tandem connect you with people. Say, "Hi, I'm learning English. Want to talk?" Try it. I found Luis on a website. We'd say good morning every day. Once I said good morning, and he said, "No, try again." We laughed so much. Have you got someone in mind? Say hello to them in your head now. Did you? Good job. A partner makes English a game, not a test. Here's some inspiration. The actor Natalie Portman, she speaks many languages, right? Practiced with partners when she learned. She'd stumble, they'd help, and she got amazing. You're amazing, too. Say, "I'm a learner" in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, find a language partner. Talk, laugh, learn together. It's simple and fun. Do you see how this works? It's your third step to confidence. Have you thought of a partner yet? Try it this week. I'm cheering for you. Stay with me. More strategies are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep going. 4. Record yourself. Okay, let's move to our fourth strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Record yourself. Yes, use your phone to hear your own voice. It's like being your own teacher. Have you ever thought about that? Let's jump in. It's going to be so much fun. So, what does record yourself mean? Oh, it's super easy. You take your phone or anything that records and say something in English. Maybe, "Hello, I am happy." Then you play it back and listen. That's it. Have you ever heard your voice before? Maybe on a video or a message. It's a little strange at first, right? I used to think, "Phoenix, is that really me?" But here's the magic. You get to hear how you sound, and that helps you get better. Do you want to try it? I bet you do. It's like having a mirror for your voice. No one else needs to hear it. just you. Let's picture this. You're alone in your room, phone in hand. You press record and say, "Good morning, I like tea." You stop, play it back, and listen. Maybe it sounds funny, like, "Good morning," or "I like tea." You smile and say, "Oops, let's try again." So, you record it one more time. "Good morning, I like tea." Better. Have you ever wanted to fix something you said? This is how. I started doing this when I was learning English. I'd say hello and hear hello. I'd laugh and try again until it sounded right. Did anyone judge me? No. It was just me and my phone. Try this. Say, "Hi" out loud now, like you're recording. Did you? Good. Now imagine playing it back. Fun, right? Why does this help? Oh, it's so clever. When you record yourself, you hear your mistakes and your wins. It's like being your own coach. Do you ever wonder how you sound? I bet you do. Listening to yourself shows you what to fix. I once recorded "I want water," but it came out "I want water." I played it, laughed, and said, "Phoenix, slow down." Next time, I got it right. It's not scary, it's exciting. Can you see how this builds you up? You're in control. Say, "I can hear me in your head now." Did you? Good. You're learning to trust your voice. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Sarah was so shy about speaking English. She'd say, "Phoenix, I don't know if I'm good." I told her, "Record yourself. Sarah, just try." She went home, took her phone, and said, "I am Sarah." She played it back and heard her voice wobble. She tried again, "I am Sarah," and it was clearer. She told me, "Phoenix, I heard myself and I got better." Did she need a big audience? No, just her phone. Have you ever listened to yourself? Maybe singing or talking? Sarah's fear got smaller because she could hear and fix her English alone. Let's make it real. Grab your phone or pretend you have it and say, "I like food." Record it, then listen. Maybe it's fast or funny. Try again, slowly this time. I once recorded "good night" and heard "good night." I giggled and fixed it. It's like a game. Try this. Say, "Dog," out loud now, like you're recording. Did you? Good job. Play it in your head. How did it sound? You can do this anytime. Do you have a phone nearby? You can start today. Why? Because every time you hear yourself, you grow braver. Here's some inspiration. The singer Adele, she's amazing, right? Records herself to practice. She wasn't perfect at first, but she listened, tried again, and got incredible. You're incredible, too. Say, "I'm awesome" in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, record yourself. Say, "Hello, listen." Try again. It's simple and strong. Do you see how this works? It's your fourth step to confidence. Have you got a phone ready? Try it tonight. I'm cheering for you. Stay with me. More strategies are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep going. 5. Focus on communication, not perfection. Let's move to our fifth strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Focus on communication, not perfection. Yes, it's about making sense, not being perfect. Have you ever thought about that? Let's dive in. It's going to be so freeing. So, what does focus on communication, not perfection mean? Oh, it's so simple and so smart. It means you don't need to speak English like a book or a teacher. You just need people to understand you. That's it. Have you ever worried that your English isn't good enough? I used to think that all the time. I'd try to say something perfect, like, I would like to have some water, please, and then freeze because I forgot a word. But here's the trick. You can say, I want water, instead. Short, easy, clear. Do you see that? It's not about fancy words or perfect grammar. It's about sharing your idea. Do you want to try that? I bet you do. It's like passing a ball, not painting a masterpiece. Let's picture this. You're at a shop and you're thirsty. You could say, may I please have a glass of water? But if that's too hard, just say water, please. The shopkeeper nods, brings it, and you're happy. Did you need perfect English? No. They understood. That's communication. Have you ever said something short and it worked? I bet you have. When I was learning, I'd get so nervous about sentences. One day I said bread to a baker, nothing else. He smiled and gave me bread. Was it perfect? No. Did I get bread? Yes. Try this. Say food out loud now, like you're asking for it. Did you? Good. If someone hears that, they'll know what you mean. Why does this help? Oh, it's so powerful. When you focus on communication, you stop worrying about mistakes. You think, did they get me? Instead of, was I perfect? Do you ever feel stuck because you want to sound right? I bet you do sometimes. This strategy sets you free. I once said, I go park instead of, I'm going to the park. My friend said, oh, the park? Nice. She got it, no stress. Can you feel how easy that is? It's like taking off a heavy backpack. Say, I can talk in your head now. Did you? Good. You're letting go of fear. Here's a story to show you. My student Ahmed was so scared to speak English. He'd say, Phoenix, my grammar's bad, I can't. I told him, Ahmed, just make them understand. He went to a cafe and said, coffee, please, not fancy, just clear. The waiter brought coffee and Ahmed smiled. He told me, Phoenix, it worked, and I didn't worry. Did he need a long sentence? No. He communicated. Have you ever tried something simple and it clicked? maybe yes or no to a question. Ahmed learned that perfection isn't the goal, understanding is. His fear shrank because he kept it simple. Let's make it real. Next time you talk, think, what do I want them to know? Not, how do I sound? Say, I like tea, instead of stressing over, I would enjoy a cup of tea. I once said hot when I meant it's hot, and my friend fanned herself. She got it. Try this, say, water out loud now, like you're thirsty. Did you? Good job. If someone hears that, they'll help. Do you see how this works? It's quick, it's fun, it's you. Why? Because communication is the heart of speaking. Here's some inspiration. The actor Will Smith, he's famous, right? Says he's not perfect at everything. When he started, he'd say short, clear things to get by. He focused on meaning, not mistakes, and look at him now. You're a star, too. Say, I'm enough in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, focus on communication, not perfection. Say, I want yes, no, keep it easy. Do you feel that freedom? It's your 5th step to confidence. Have you tried talking today? Say something simple after this. I'm cheering for you. Stay with me. More strategies are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep going. 6. Learn common phrases. Now, let's move to our 6th strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Learn common phrases. Yes, easy sentences you can use every day. Have you ever wanted a quick way to talk? Let's dive in. It's going to be so helpful. So, what does learn common phrases mean? Oh, it's like having a little bag of magic words. Common phrases are simple things people say all the time, like, how are you? Or, thank you. You learn them, practice them, and boom, you're talking. Have you ever heard someone say good morning and wished you could say it back? I bet you have. These phrases are short, easy, and they work everywhere. When I started English, I was so lost with big sentences. But then I learned, I'm fine, just 2 words. Suddenly, I could answer people. Do you want that too? I bet you do. It's like having keys to unlock conversations. Let's try this. Imagine you're at a shop. You don't need to say something hard like, I would like to purchase this item. Just say, can I have this? So simple. The shopkeeper understands and you're done. Or someone says, how are you? You say, good, thanks. That's it. Have you ever wanted to reply fast? This is how. I used to panic when people asked me questions. One day, a neighbor said, nice day, huh? I froze, then remembered, yes, it is, and said it. He smiled, and I felt so good. Try this, say, thank you, out loud now. Did you? Good. That's a common phrase you can use today. Why does this help? Oh, It's so smart. Common phrases give you power. You don't need to think hard. They're ready to go. Do you ever feel stuck for words? I bet you do sometimes. These phrases are like shortcuts. I learned "see you later" and said it to my friend. She waved and said it back, no stress. It's not about being perfect. It's about being ready. Can you feel how easy that is? Say, "I'm ready" in your head now. Did you? Good. You're building your English toolbox. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Lynn was so shy about speaking English. She'd say, "Phoenix, I don't know what to say." I told her, "Learn some phrases, Lynn, they're easy." She practiced, "How are you?" and "I'm good." One day, her teacher asked, "How are you?" Lynn said, "I'm good," and the teacher smiled. Lynn told me, "Phoenix, it was so fast. I didn't worry." Did she need a big speech? No, just a phrase. Have you ever wanted to talk without thinking too much? Maybe say, "Yes, please" to a question? Lynn's fear got smaller because she had her phrases ready. Let's make it fun. Here are some to try. Hello, thank you, please, how are you? Say them with me. Hello, say it now. Thank you, go ahead. Please, your turn. How are you? Did you? Good job. Practice these at home. I once said sorry when I bumped into someone easy and quick. They nodded and I felt strong. Do you have a favorite phrase? Mine's "have a nice day." Try it. Say "good" out loud now. Did you? Good. These little words open doors every day. Here's some inspiration. The actor Tom Holland, he's Spider-Man, right? Learned English phrases for movies. He'd say, "I don't know" or "cool" at first, simple stuff. He practiced and now he's a pro. You're a hero, too. Say, "I'm learning" in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, learn common phrases. Start with "Hello, thanks, how are you?" They're your friends. Do you see how this works? It's your sixth step to confidence. Have you got a phrase in mind? Use one today. I'm rooting for you. Stay with me. More strategies are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep going. 7. Practice pronunciation. We're wrapping up section 4, learning ways to kick fear out and speak English confidently. Oh, it's been such a fun ride. We've tried simple conversations, used apps, found partners, recorded ourselves, focused on communication, and learned common phrases. Did you say thank you to someone today? I bet you're feeling so strong. Now, let's finish with our 7th strategy. Are you ready? It's this. Practice pronunciation. Yes, work on how you say words. Have you ever wanted to sound clearer? Let's dive in. It's going to be so exciting. So, what does practice pronunciation mean? Oh, it's like tuning your voice. Pronunciation is how words come out of your mouth, like hello or apple. English sounds can be tricky, right? That th in think or the r in red, they twist your tongue sometimes. But here's the trick. You practice them slowly, step by step, and they get easier. Have you ever worried about how you sound? I bet you have. When I started English, I'd say tanks instead of thanks, like a big machine. But practicing made it better. Do you want to try that? I bet you do. It's like stretching your mouth to fit English. Let's try this. Say, she sees the sea. Go slow, she sees the sea. Did you do it? Good. That S sound is soft, like a whisper. Now try it again. She sees the sea. Copy my voice. I used to struggle with TH. I'd say tink for think, sounding like a bell. So I practiced TH, think, over and over. Did it sound funny at first? Yes, but it got smoother. Have you ever tried a hard word? Maybe 3 came out tree. Try this, say, thank you, out loud now, slow and clear. Did you? Good. That's practice and it feels good. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. Practicing pronunciation makes you feel sure. When you know how to say a word, fear runs away. Do you ever feel shy about your voice? I bet you do sometimes. This strategy fixes that. I'd practice hello in my room, hello, hello, until it sounded right. One day, I said it to a shopkeeper, and he said, hello back, clear as day. No panic. Can you see how this builds you up? Say, I can say it in your head now. Did you? Good. You're tuning your English. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Kofi was so nervous about pronunciation. He'd say, Phoenix, I sound bad. I told him practice, Kofi, start slow. He picked water. At first, it was water like a funny song. He'd say water, water every day. One time, he said it at a cafe, water, please, and the waiter got it right away. Kofi told me, Phoenix, I did it, and I wasn't scared. Did he need to be perfect? No. He practiced, and it worked. Have you ever worked on a word? Maybe yes or no. Kofi's fear faded because he took it step by step. Let's make it fun. Pick a word. How about dog? Say it slow, D-O-G. Try it now. Did you? Good. Now faster, dog. Again, dog. I practiced cat, C, a, T, until it purred out right. One day, I said cat to my neighbor's pet, and it meowed back. We laughed. Do you have a word you like? Try it. Say sun out loud now. Did you? Good job. Practice it daily. Why? Because every sound you make builds your confidence. Here's some inspiration. The singer Rihanna, she's amazing, right? worked on her English pronunciation when she moved to America. She'd say words wrong at first, but she practiced, and now she sings beautifully. You're a star, too. Say, I'm clear in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, practice pronunciation. Try. She sees the sea. Thank you. Dog, slow and steady. Do you see how this works? It's your 7th step to confidence. Have you got a word to practice? Start today. I'm cheering for you. Stay with me. We're heading to section 5 next. Are you excited? Let's keep going. Section 5. Practice exercises. Hi, my friends. It's Phoenix, your English teacher, here with you on Learn English with Stories 365. Are you still with me? Fantastic. We've made it to section 5, and oh, this is where the fun really starts. We've faced our fears, learned why mistakes are good, and tried 7 strategies to speak confidently. Did you practice saying thank you or she sees the sea yet? I bet you're feeling ready to talk. Now we're going to practice together. Yes, practice. Section 5 has 5 exercises to help you speak English out loud. Are you excited? I am. Our first exercise is this. Describe an object. It's so easy and so fun. Let's get started. Pause the video when I tell you and try it with me. 1. Describe an object. So, what does describe an object mean? Oh, it's simple. You pick something you see, like your phone, a cup, or a book, and say what it looks like. Use easy words. Have you ever told someone about something you have? Maybe in your language? Now, we'll do it in English. Don't worry, it's not hard. I'll show you how, and then you'll try. Do you want to speak more? I bet you do. This exercise helps you practice without fear. It's just you and an object, no big crowd, no pressure. Imagine you're telling a friend about something. Can you picture that? Let's make it real. Here's how it works. Look around you right now. What do you see? I'll pick my phone. I'd say my phone is black. It is small. That's it. 2 little sentences. Easy, right? Now you try. Pause the video after I explain, pick an object, and say 2 sentences about it out loud. Don't be shy, it's just for you. Have you got something in mind? Maybe a pen, a chair, or a bag. Good. I'll give you an example first, then you'll go. Ready? Let's do this together. Let me show you. I'm holding my phone. Here's what I say. My phone is black. It is small. Did you hear that? Simple words is black, small. Nothing fancy. I could add more, like it is new, but 2 is enough to start. Have you ever described something in your language? Like, this is red, or that is big. It's the same here. When I was learning English, I'd sit with my cup and say, my cup is white. It felt funny at first, like the cup was listening, but it got easier. Can you try that? Say something about your object in your head first. Did you? Good. Now, let's make it real. Okay, here's your turn. Pause the video after the sentence, pick an object, and say 2 sentences out loud. For example, if it's a pen, say, my pen is blue. It is long. Go ahead, pause now and try. Did you do it? Welcome back. How did it feel? I bet you smiled a little. Maybe you said, my book is big. It is red. Or, my chair is brown. It is hard. Whatever you said, you did it. Was it fun? I bet it was. You just spoke English. Wow. Let's try it again. Pick a different object this time. Maybe your shoe. I'll do mine, too. I've got a shoe here. I say, my shoe is gray. It is old. Your turn. Pause the video now. Say 2 sentences about your object, then come back. Go on, pause, and try. Back again? Great job. What did you pick? Maybe you said, my shoe is black. It is soft. Did your voice feel stronger this time? I bet it did. You're practicing, and that's how you grow. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. Describing an object makes you use English words you know, like colors or sizes. It's safe, too. No one's waiting for you to be perfect. Do you ever feel nervous to talk? I bet you do sometimes. This exercise takes that away. When I started, I'd say, my table is wood. Oops, I mean, my table is brown. I laughed at myself, but it stuck in my head. Can you see how this builds you? Say, I can speak in your head now. Did you? Good. You're getting braver every word. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Yuki was so quiet in English. She'd say, Phoenix, I can't talk. I'll mess up. I told her, Yuki, describe something easy. She picked her pencil and said, my pencil is yellow. It is short. Her voice was shaky, but she did it. Next class, she said, my bag is green. It is big. She smiled so wide. Did she need big words? No. She started small, and her fear got smaller, too. Have you ever tried something tiny and felt big? I bet you have. Yuki's voice grew because she described things around her. Let's do one more. Look at something new, maybe a window. I'll say my window is tall. It is clean. Your turn. Pause now, pick an object, say 2 sentences, then come back. Go ahead, pause, and try. Welcome back. What did you say? Maybe my window is white. It is open. Did it feel good? I bet it did. You're talking English like a champ. Every time you describe something, you win. Here's some inspiration. The writer Roald Dahl, he made stories like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? Started with simple words, too. He described things like, the chair is old and built from there. You're a storyteller, too. Say, I'm strong in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, describe an object. Pick something, say, it is blue. It is small. Pause and practice whenever you want. Do you see how this works? It's your first exercise to confidence. Have you tried it yet? Keep going. I'm proud of you. Stay with me, for more exercises are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep talking. 2. Tell a story about your day. We're in section 5 and this is where you get to shine. We've practiced so much already, facing fears, loving mistakes, trying strategies. Did you describe your phone or your shoe yet? I bet you're feeling so proud. Now we're on our second exercise out of 5. Are you ready to talk some more? I know you are. This one's called Tell a Story About Your Day. It's like being a storyteller in English, so fun. Let's jump in. Pause the video when I say, and try it with me. So, what does tell a story about your day mean? Oh, it's super easy. You just say what you did today or yesterday with simple words. Maybe what you ate, where you went, or what you saw. Have you ever told someone about your day in your language? Like, I ate rice, or I saw a bird. We're doing that in English now. Don't worry, it's not a big story. Just a few sentences. Do you want to share your day? I bet you do. This exercise helps you speak without fear. It's just you, talking about you. No pressure at all. Can you imagine that? Let's make it happen. Here's how it works. Think about your day. What did you do? I'll go first. I'll tell you my story. Ready? Here's mine. I ate breakfast. I had bread. That's it. 2 little sentences. Easy, right? Now you try. Pause the video after I explain. Think of your day and say 2 sentences out loud. Don't be shy. No one's listening but you. Have you done something today? Maybe you ate, walked, or talked. Good. I'll give you an example, then you'll go. Are you with me? Let's do this together. Let me tell my story again. This morning, I woke up and ate. So, I say I ate breakfast. I had bread. Did you hear that? Simple words, ate, had, bread. Nothing hard. I could add more, like I drank tea, but 2 is perfect to start. Have you ever told someone what you did? Like, I went outside, or I saw my friend. It's the same here. When I was learning English, I'd sit alone and say, I walked today. It felt funny, like I was talking to my shadow. But it got easier. Can you try that? Think of your day in your head first. Did you? Good. Now, let's make it real. Okay, your turn. Pause the video after this sentence, think of your day, and say 2 sentences out loud. For example, I ate lunch. I had rice. Go ahead, pause now and try. Did you do it? Welcome back. How did it feel? I bet you smiled. Maybe you said, I woke up. I drank water. Or I went outside. I saw the sun. Whatever it was, you did it. Was it fun? I bet it was. You just told a story in English. Amazing. Let's do it again. Think of something else from your day. Maybe what you did this afternoon. I'll try too. I'll pick my afternoon. Here's mine. I read a book. I liked it. Your turn. Pause the video now. Say 2 sentences about your day, then come back. Go on, pause and try. Back again? Great job. What did you say? Maybe I watched TV. It was good. Did your voice feel stronger? I bet it did. You're telling stories like a pro. Why does this help? Oh, it's so clever. Telling a story about your day makes you use English about you. It's personal, so it's easy to remember. Do you ever feel nervous to speak? I bet you do sometimes. This exercise makes it simple. When I started, I'd say, I eat egg. Oops, I mean, I ate an egg. I laughed at myself, but it stuck. Can you see how this grows your English? Say, I can tell in your head now. Did you? Good. You're building your confidence. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Ravi was so quiet in English. He'd say, Phoenix, I don't know how to talk. I told him, Ravi, tell me about your day. He thought and said, I ate rice. I went to school. His voice was soft, but he did it. Next time, he said, I saw my friend. We played. He smiled so big. Did he need a long story? No. He started small, and his fear got smaller, too. Have you ever shared something little and felt big? I bet you have. Ravi's English grew because he told his day. Let's try one more. Think of something from yesterday. I'll say I slept late. I was tired. Your turn. Pause now. Say 2 sentences about yesterday, then come back. Go ahead, pause and try. Welcome back. What did you say? Maybe I ate dinner. It was good. Did it feel good? I bet it did. You're a storyteller now. Wow. Here's some inspiration. The writer J.K. Rowling, she made Harry Potter, right? Started with simple stories about her day. She'd say things like, I wrote today. It was fun. Look at her now. You're a storyteller, too. Say, I'm a star in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, tell a story about your day. Say, I ate food. I liked it. Pause and practice anytime. Do you see how this works? It's your second exercise to confidence. Have you told your day yet? Keep going. I'm proud of you. Stay with me. 3 more exercises are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep talking. 3. Role play ordering food. Now, we're on our third exercise out of 5. Are you ready to play a little game? I know you are. This one's called Role-Play Ordering Food. It's like pretending you're at a restaurant. So tasty. Let's get started. Pause the video when I say, and try it with me. So, what does role-play ordering food mean? Oh, it's super fun. You pretend you're at a cafe or a shop and you ask for food in English. Simple stuff, like, I want a pizza, please. Have you ever ordered something in your language? Like, give me bread, or I want tea. We're doing that in English now. Don't worry, it's not real, just practice. Do you like food? I bet you do. This exercise helps you speak without fear. It's just you playing a little role. No real waiters, no stress. Can you imagine that? Let's make it happen. Here's how it works. Pretend you're at a restaurant. I'll go first. I'll be the customer. Ready? Here's mine. Hello, I want a pizza, please. That's it. Short and easy. Now you try. Pause the video after I explain, pretend you're ordering, and say one sentence out loud. Don't be shy, it's just for you. Have you ever wanted food somewhere? Maybe pizza, rice, or juice. Good. I'll give you an example, then you'll go. Are you with me? Let's play this together. Let me show you. I'm at my imaginary cafe. I say, hello, I want a pizza, please. Did you hear that? Simple words, hello, want, please. Nothing tricky. I could add, thank you, but one sentence is enough to start. Have you ever asked for something in your language? Like, can I have water? It's the same here. When I was learning English, I'd pretend at home. I'd say, I want soup to my mirror, like the mirror was my waiter. It felt silly, but it worked. Can you try that? Think of your order in your head first. Did you? Good. Now, let's make it real. Okay, your turn. Pause the video after the sentence, pretend you're at a restaurant, and say one sentence out loud. For example, hello, I want rice, please. Go ahead, pause now and try. Did you do it? Welcome back. How did it feel? I bet you grinned. Maybe you said, hello, I want chicken, please. Or, I want juice, please. Whatever it was, you did it. Was it fun? I bet it was. You just ordered food in English, yum. Let's play again. Pretend you're at a different place. Maybe a snack shop. I'll try, too. I'll order something new. Here's mine. Hello, I want a cake, please. Your turn. Pause the video now. Say one sentence to order food, then come back. Go on, pause and try. Back again? Great job. What did you order? Maybe hello, I want bread, please. Did your voice feel braver? I bet it did. You're a restaurant pro now. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. Role-playing ordering food gets you ready for real life. You practice asking, so it's not scary later. Do you ever feel nervous to talk to people? I bet you do sometimes. This exercise makes it easy. When I started, I'd say, I want coffee wrong, like, I want coffee. I'd laugh and try again. Can you see how this builds you? Say, I can order in your head now. Did you? Good. You're growing stronger every word. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student May was so quiet in English. She'd say, Phoenix, I can't speak to people. I told her, May, pretend you're ordering. She practiced at home, hello, I want noodles, please. Her voice was shaky, but she kept going. One day, she said it at a real shop. The worker nodded and brought noodles. May told me, Phoenix, I did it, and I wasn't afraid. Did she need a big sentence? No. She role-played, and her fear shrank. Have you ever wanted to ask for something? I bet you have. May's English grew because she played this game. Let's do one more. Pretend you're at a juice stand. I'll say, hello, I want water, please. Your turn. Pause now. Say one sentence to order food or drink, then come back. Go ahead, pause and try. Welcome back. What did you say? Maybe hello, I want tea, please. Did it feel good? I bet it did. You're ordering like a champ. Wow. Here's some inspiration. The chef Jamie Oliver, he's famous, right? Practiced simple English like, I want this when he started talking to people. He kept it easy and got amazing. You're a chef of words, too. Say, I'm great in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends role-play ordering food. Say, hello, I want pizza, please. Pause and practice anytime. Do you see how this works? It's your third exercise to confidence. Have you ordered yet? Keep going. I'm proud of you. Stay with me. 2 more exercises are coming. Are you excited? Let's keep talking. 4. Introduce yourself. Now, we're on our 4th exercise out of 5. Are you ready to shine? I know you are. This one's called Introduce Yourself. It's like saying hello to the world in English, so simple. Let's get started. Pause the video when I say, and try it with me. So, what does introduce yourself mean? Oh, it's super easy. You just say your name and one thing you like. That's it. Have you ever told someone who you are in your language? Like, I'm Maria, or I like dogs. We're doing that in English now. Don't worry, it's short and sweet. Do you want to talk about yourself? I bet you do. This exercise helps you speak without fear. It's just you, sharing a little bit, no big stage, no nerves. Can you imagine that? Let's make it real. Here's how it works. Think of your name and something you like. I'll go first. I'll introduce myself. Ready? Here's mine. I'm Phoenix. I like music. That's it. 2 little sentences. Easy, right? Now you try. Pause the video after I explain. Say your name and one thing you like out loud. Don't be shy, it's just for you. Have you got a name and a favorite thing? Maybe like food, books, or the sun. Good. I'll give you an example, then you'll go. Are you with me? Let's do this together. Let me introduce myself again. I say I'm Phoenix. I like music. Did you hear that? Simple words. I'm like music. Nothing hard. I could add more, like I like tea, but 2 is perfect to start. Have you ever said your name to someone? Like, I'm Ollie or I'm Sarah. It's the same here. When I was learning English, I'd stand in my room and say, I'm Phoenix. I like birds. It felt funny, like the birds were clapping. But it got easier. Can you try that? Say your introduction in your head first. Did you? Good. Now, let's make it real. Okay, your turn. Pause the video after the sentence. Say your name and one thing you like out loud. For example, I'm Anna. I like music. Go ahead, pause now and try. Did you do it? Welcome back. How did it feel? I bet you smiled. Maybe you said, I'm Juan. I like soccer. Or, I'm Lisa. I like food. Whatever it was, you did it. Was it fun? I bet it was. You just introduced yourself in English. Wow. Let's try again. This time, pick a different thing you like. I'll go. 2. I'll change mine. Here's mine. I'm Phoenix. I like books. Your turn. Pause the video now. Say your name and a new thing you like. Then come back. Go on, pause and try. Back again? Great job. What did you say? Maybe I'm Sam. I like games. Did your voice feel stronger? I bet it did. You're introducing yourself like a pro. Why does this help? Oh, it's so clever. Introducing yourself lets you practice who you are in English. It's personal, so it's easy to say. Do you ever feel shy to talk? I bet you do sometimes. This exercise makes it simple. When I started, I'd say I'm Phoenix. I like cats. I laughed at myself, but it stuck. Can you see how this builds you? Say, I can say me in your head now. Did you? Good. You're growing braver every word. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Tara was so quiet in English. She'd say, Phoenix, I can't talk. I'm scared. I told her, Tara, just introduce yourself. She practiced, I'm Tara. I like flowers. Her voice was soft, but she did it. Next time, she said, I'm Tara. I like dogs. She smiled so wide. Did she need a big speech? No. She started small, and her fear got smaller, too. Have you ever told someone about you and felt good? I bet you have. Tara's English grew because she said who she was. Let's do one more. Pick another thing you like. I'll say I'm Phoenix. I like rain. Your turn. Pause now. Say your name and one thing you like. Then come back. Go ahead, pause and try. Welcome back. What did you say? Maybe I'm Kim. I like movies. Did it feel good? I bet it did. You're a talking star now. Wow. Here's some inspiration. The singer Taylor Swift, she's famous, right? Started with simple introductions. She'd say, I'm Taylor. I like songs. Look at her now. You're a star, too. Say, I'm amazing in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, introduce yourself. Say, I'm your name. I like something. Pause and practice anytime. Do you see how this works? It's your fourth exercise to confidence. Have you said it yet? Keep going. I'm proud of you. Stay with me. One more exercise is coming. Are you excited? Let's keep talking. 5. Pronunciation practice. We're wrapping up section 5 and we've had so much fun practicing English out loud. We've described objects, told stories about our day, ordered food, and introduced ourselves. Did you say I'm your name? I like music yet? I bet you're feeling like a speaking champion. Now, we're on our 5th and final exercise in this section. Are you ready to sound amazing? I know you are. This one's called pronunciation practice. It's all about saying words clearly, so exciting. Let's get started. Pause the video when I say, and try it with me. So, what does pronunciation practice mean? Oh, it's super fun. It's when you work on how words sound, like apple or hello. English can be tricky with sounds, right? That TH in this or the R in rain, they twist your tongue sometimes. But don't worry, we'll practice one sentence slowly and make it clear. Have you ever wanted to say words better? I bet you do. This exercise helps you speak without fear. It's just you, playing with sounds, no rush, no worry. Can you imagine that? Let's make it happen. Here's how it works. I'll give you a sentence to say, I like to eat apples. We'll go slow, word by word, then all together. I'll say it first, then you try. Ready? Here's mine. I like to eat apples. That's it. Simple and clear. Now you try. Pause the video after I explain. Say it out loud slowly, copy my voice. Don't be shy, it's just for you. Have you ever practiced a word? Maybe cat or dog? Good. I'll show you, then you'll go. Are you with me? Let's tune up your voice. Let me say it first. Listen close. I like to eat apples. Did you hear that? Easy words. I like to eat apples. The L in like is soft and apples has a little bounce. I could rush it, but slow is best. Have you ever tried saying something slow in your language? Like, I see you? It's the same here. When I was learning English, I'd practice thank you, ank, you, like a song. It felt funny, like my mouth was stretching, but it worked. Can you try that? Say, I like, in your head first. Did you? Good. Now, let's make it real. Okay, your turn. Pause the video after this sentence. Say, I like to eat apples out loud, slowly, word by word, then all together. Copy me. I like to eat apples. Go ahead, pause now and try. Did you do it? Welcome back. How did it feel? I bet you smiled. Maybe you said, I like to eat apples and it sounded clear. Was it fun? I bet it was. You just practiced pronunciation. Wow. Let's try again. Same sentence, but focus on each sound. I'll go. I like to eat apples. Hear the T in to. Sharp and quick. Your turn. Pause the video now. Say, I like to eat apples slowly, then faster, then come back. Go on, pause and try. Back again? Great job. Did you feel the words? Maybe you said, I like to eat apples and sped up. Did your voice feel smoother? I bet it did. You're a pronunciation pro now. Why does this help? Oh, it's so smart. Practicing pronunciation makes you hear how you sound. It's like tuning a radio clearer every time. Do you ever feel shy about your voice? I bet you do sometimes. This exercise fixes that. When I started, I'd say apple, like apple oops. I'd practice APPLE and it got better. Can you see how this builds you? Say, I can sound good in your head now. Did you? Good. You're making your English shine. Here's a story to cheer you on. My student Diego was so quiet in English. He'd say, Phoenix, my words sound bad. I told him, Diego, practice one sentence. He tried, I like to eat rice. At first, it was, I like to eat lice, oh no, bugs. We laughed, and he said, ice slow. Next time, he got it, I like to eat rice. He told me, Phoenix. I said it clear. Did he need to be fast? No. He practiced, and his fear faded. Have you ever worked on a sound? I bet you have. Diego's voice grew because he played with words. Let's do one more. Same sentence. I like to eat apples. Focus on apples, AP, please. I'll say I like to eat apples. Your turn. Pause now. Say it slow word by word, then all together, then come back. Go ahead, pause and try. Welcome back. What did you say? Maybe I like to eat apples. Did it feel good? I bet it did. You're a sound master now. Wow. Here's some inspiration. The actor Hugh Jackman, he's Wolverine, right? Practiced pronunciation for English roles. He'd say simple lines slow, like, I can do it and got amazing. You're a hero, too. Say, I'm clear in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. So, my friends, practice pronunciation. Say, I like to eat apples slow and steady. Pause and try anytime. Do you see how this works? It's your 5th exercise to confidence. Have you said it yet? Keep going. I'm proud of you. Stay with me. Section 6 is next. Are you excited? Let's keep talking. Hi, my friends. It's Phoenix. We've reached section 6. Oh, what a journey. We faced fears, loved mistakes, tried strategies, and practiced so much. Did you say I like to eat apples yet? I bet you're shining. Now, let's finish strong with encouragement and motivation. Are you ready to feel amazing? Let's go. You're doing great. Learning English takes time, but look at you. You're here, trying, growing. Do you feel that? I'm so proud. When I started, I'd stumble, but every word made me stronger. You can do it, too. Have you said hello today? That's a win. Here's a quote I love. Mistakes are proof you are trying. Isn't that cool? Every slip is a step up. Do you see that? Say, I'm trying in your head now. Did you? Good. Let me share something. I made mistakes, too, like saying kitchen for chicken. Funny, right? But I kept going and now I teach you. You'll speak confidently one day. I believe it. Have you tripped and got up? I bet you have. That's strength. Try this. Set small goals. Say 5 sentences today, like, I like tea. Celebrate when you do. Can you try that? Say, I did it when you finish. You'll glow. Here's inspiration. The singer Shakira, she learned English later, too. She'd mess up, but she practiced, and now she sings for millions. You're a star like her. Say, I can grow in your head now. Did you? I knew you would. Keep going. You're not alone. I'm here cheering. Please subscribe to Learn English with Stories 365 right now. Hit that button below. Join our family on the Facebook group, Learn English with Stories 365 too. Share your stories. Say, I did it, and let's grow together. Oh, and don't forget, grab the free PDF 1000 Most Common English Words in the description. It's your treasure map to more words, more speaking, more fun. The links are waiting for you. Click them and keep the magic going. So, my friends, you're awesome. Learning English is a big adventure, and every word counts. Don't stop now. Start today. Say hello to someone. Can you do that? I bet you can. You're brave, you're strong, you're you. Let's keep this fun going. Tell me in your heart, Phoenix, I'm ready. Are you smiling? Good. You've got this.